Hello students, myself Bhagyashree Balwanta Patil. I am going to teach you chemistry subject. So, in this lecture, I want to discuss with you how chemistry is useful in our day-to-day life. Why it is necessary to study this subject, its branches, career opportunities in chemistry. So, let's start to the lecture. If I ask what comes to your mind the instant you hear the word chemistry, what comes in your mind? I am definitely sure you are going to imagine yourself standing in a chemistry lab and holding different laboratory instruments as shown on this slide. Yes or no? Definitely yes. But if you look closely at the world around you, infinite chemical reactions are occurring at any second. Thus, it can rightly be said that chemistry forms a large part of your daily life. Chemistry and chemical reactions are not just limited to the laboratories but also the world around you. Right at the moment when you go to sleep till you wake up, infinite chemical processes are taking place in each cell of your body. Even processes occur when you wake up. All your daily activities like drinking water, taking a shower, cooking your food, cleaning your car, laughing, crying, all are guided by different chemical processes. So, chemistry is a big part of your everyday life. You find chemistry in foods, in air, in cleaning agents, your emotions, and literally every object you can see or touch, there is chemistry. Your body is also made up of different types of elements. You can see on this slide how human body consists different types of elements. Next example or well-known example from your kitchen is cutting of onion. As soon as you cut onion, the tears begin to fall. What's it in onions that makes them burn your eyes? Here also, the chemistry concept underlying in it make you cry. Okay. So chemistry holds the explanation for why ice floats while most other substances sink when they freeze. The soaps, sunscreen lotions which you use every day are also made up of various chemicals. There are many other examples of chemistry in daily life showing how prevalent and important it is. Our digestion process depends on chemical reactions. Drugs work because of chemistry. Cooking is a chemical change that alters food to make it more edible, kill dangerous microorganisms, and make it more digestible. So everything is the product of chemistry. In morning we use toothpaste which is also chemistry product, and at night when we go to bed we burn a coil which also work as chemical to keep mosquito far from us. Water which you drink regularly, what actually it is? It is a hydrogen and oxygen elements. So chemistry is present everywhere all around you. Dyes, fertilizers, cloths, cosmetics, all are chemistry products. There are thousands of examples of chemistry in day-to-day life. In case you ever read the ingredients on the bottle of ketchup, jams, or pickles, you might be surprised to see a never-ending list of chemicals. What are they? These food chemicals are called food preservatives, which delay the growth of microorganisms in food. Whenever you are feeling happy, sad, relaxed, stressed. There are many chemical reactions taking place in your body. It is because of the chemical messengers called neurotransmitters released in the brain that you can fall in love and cry in bad situations. Now, this is the how chemistry is useful in your day-to-day life. I hope now you get idea why it is necessary to study this subject, because from morning to night we all are in touch with this subject. Now, second main point is what are the branches of chemistry. See here, here are the branches of chemistry. The 5 primary branches of chemistry are physical chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, analytical chemistry and biochemistry. Here I am giving just basic information of these 5 branches. First is physical chemistry. So physical chemistry is the branch of chemistry to the study of the behavior of matter at an atomic or molecule level. It also involves the study of the properties of substances at different scales, from the macroscopic scale, which includes particles that are visible to the naked eye, to the subatomic scale involving extremely small subatomic particles such as electrons. Second branch is organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is the branch of chemistry that involves the scientific study of organic compounds, and this branch deals with the structure and chemical composition of organic compounds, physical and chemical reactions. This branch is mostly important for chemists and pharmacists. Third branch is inorganic chemistry. The branch of chemistry which does not consist of carbon hydrogen atoms in it is called inorganic chemistry. In simple words, it is opposite to that of organic chemistry. This chemistry is useful in compound synthesis, catalysis, material science, paints, pigments, surfactants, coatings, medicines, etc. Fourth chemistry is the analytical chemistry. It deals with analysis of different substances. It involves separation, identification and the quantification of matter. This branch is mostly applicable in food industry, chemical industries, agriculture industries, scientific laboratories, etc. Last branch is biochemistry, the branch of science dealing with the study of all the life processes such as control and coordination within a living organism is called biochemistry. It involves the study of biomolecules. What is meant by biomolecules? Proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, acids, etc. are come under biomolecules. So this is a introduction of 5 primary branches of chemistry. Apart from these primary branches, there exist several specialized field of chemistry that deals with matters such as medicinal chemistry, neurochemistry, material chemistry, nuclear chemistry, environmental chemistry, polymer chemistry and thermochemistry. Okay, so this is all about the branches of chemistry, different types of branches of chemistry. Now I am interested to discuss with you chemistry careers. What are the career points in chemistry? So by studying this subject, you have scope in various chemical industries. You can able to work as analytical chemist, chemical engineer, chemistry teacher, forensic scientist, hazardous waste chemist, material scientist, pharmacologist, etc. You can also work in BARC. BARC means Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Chemistry candidate can apply for work in research laboratories, forensic labs. So these are the career opportunities in chemistry subject. As this is your first lecture of chemistry, so I am not taking here any point of actual syllabus. But from next lecture, I will start to the first topic, that is some basic concepts of chemistry. Also, we will discuss about the reduce point or non-evaluatory points of this topic. Okay, thank you.